Hello everyone, welcome back to Cubrid AI. I'm Sharvari. I work as DevRel at Cubrid AI. In today's video, I'll show you how you can use Kimi K2 thinking model on Cubrid AI platform to solve some complex problems with step-by-step reasoning. So if you're a developer who is building any AI platform or a AI assistant or a reasoning system or a problem-solving workflows, this video is for you. So make sure that you watch till the end. So before we jump in, let me quickly explain what Kubrid AI does. So Kubrid AI is a GPU infrastructure platform that lets you run, test and deploy open source AI models at scale without managing any GPU infrastructure by yourself. To get started, you can simply start by adding some credits into your account, and on your first top up, you'll receive some free bonus credits which are enough to run inference up to 4 million tokens depending on the model which you are using. So let's go ahead and log in into our account. If you don't already have an account, you can go ahead and create a new Qubit account for yourself. So once you log in into your account, you'll arrive at this models page. Let's search our model Kimi. So we currently have two models, which is Kimi K2.5 and Kimi K2 thinking model. For today's video, we are going to see Kimi K2 thinking model. This is an overview of Kimi K2 thinking models. You can go ahead and check this out. For now, let's go and run our playground. We have different use cases over here. We have text, code, image, audio, video, vision, OCR. And for each use cases, Qubit recommends some suitable open source model over here. For today's video, we are going to select Kimi K2 thinking model. We already have some examples over here. You can try these examples out as well. But right now we are going to test the reasoning capability of this model and how it's going to solve a task. For example, I have this problem over here. Let's paste this more problem and let's run this. So this is a reasoning problem. Let's see how this model works for this task. So right now this model is in thinking state. So as you can see, it has started calculating all possible outcomes and possible flows. So it has given that option B is the correct one over here, and when option A could win, the probability like marginal cost per customer is near to zero. So this is how it has like solved a question like from step by step. From step one, this is the step it took. Then for step two, it analyzed the customer acquisition risk. Then step three, it evaluated the long-term scalability. Then step four, additional factors, and then final recommendation B is the better for most businesses. So let's add some follow-up prompt as well. Let's add this. Let's see how it works. It will again go into the thinking state and it will reevaluate every decision as well. So after evaluating the decision, like here we have changed the customer churn percentage. It has given the risk and scalability assessment over here, and the final decision is option B. And when the option A wouldn't make any sense. So as you can see, just like how our brains think, this model has thought about all each and every step over here. From step one, here it has calculated gross MRR, sorry. Then it has calculated customer churn acquisition burden, then some customer lifetime value, then the reassess in the risk and scalability, and then the final decision. So here you can see that this model has calculated everything, the step by step. So this model is better useful or like designed for like some deep reasoning or like multi-step problem solving tasks. So it makes it ideal for tasks like logical reasoning or a complex decision making or like step-by-step planning, analytical tasks. So this model can do such tasks quite effectively. So if you are happy with the output and you may want to like integrate it into your application or a backend product, then you can use this serverless endpoint over here. We have Python, we have Curl, JavaScript, and Go. You can copy this endpoint, replace this placeholder with your API key. To get this API key, you can go and click on Get API Key. Click on Create an API Key. Write a name for your API key. Let's say test2, and you can also set an expiration date if you want this key to be get expired, and then create an API key. I'll today I'll won't set any date. So make sure that you store this key safely because this key will be shown to you only once. And let's get back to our playground over here. So this was about how you can use KMK2 thinking model. If you want to like configure it more, we have model configurations over here where you can adjust the temperature, max token, and top P parameter. You can play around with these parameters and adjust it according to your requirements. If you want to go deeper into this, you can check out our documentation as well. Click on view docs. You can see we have quick start guide. You can check this guide also. Then we have quick start API to check how to get started with the API. Then we have model quick start. We have chat model. We have GPT OSS over here. Then we have image models as well. Model, we have said image turbo. It is really good model if you want to try out some image prompts as well. You can just type in this prompt and try out this model in our playground. So that's it for today. And if you have any doubts or need any help, you can join our Discord community or open a support ticket or reach out to me directly on LinkedIn or Discord. So, yeah, that's it for today. And if you're building an application that requires deep reasoning or like step by step decision making, definitely give this model a try on Kubeflow AI platform. And don't forget to like and share this video and also subscribe to this channel. And do let me know in the comments what are you building next. We are happy to see whatever you're building next with this model. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.